Happy birthday to the Leos. It is officially Leo season. We are changing up our reason this season. We have had so many big changes and so many big shifts, and there are still so many big changes and big shifts to come. So this Leo season, really lean into your truth. Lean into that bright star that you know that you are. Lean into the things that make you really happy and really joyful. The things that are just like a safe place and very you. The things that are just you. It's gonna be a really, really good season for reconnecting with self, reconnecting with who we are in our truth and in our authenticity, especially if you have been experiencing like turbulent shifts and changes that have been happening. Just to put some things into perspective, we have had 3 of our outer planets, Pluto, Uranus, and Neptune, change signs within the previous year. And they're still getting comfortable, okay? We still have some retrogrades back into the previous sign. But those 3 outer planets, they rule over generational and era things. So with these big generational and era shifts that are happening currently, a lot of things up in the air. Leo season though, that sun, that beautiful, beautiful, loving, lovely sun that we have is going to bring not only a lot of illumination for us on who we are throughout these changes that have been happening, but we're also going to be able to reorient how have we changed? A lot of us have become different. Think about what's happened in the world since 2020. There's been a lot of change. We had some really big world shifting events, and there are still some really big world shifting events going on. We have astrological eras that are shifting and changing currently that we're still getting comfortable in. And so this Leo season, if you do intentions for the seasons or if you set goals or anything like that, making sure that you are reconnecting with your truth and seeing who you have become. How have you become this new version of you? How have you connected with yourself throughout the previous years or the previous year of this brew? And what is it now that you're expecting of yourself? What is it that you want to go and do? How do you want to get creative? What is it that you're looking to change? We are still in the midst of a lot of change and transition and rearrange, so it's to be expected. There's also going to be a lot of change this month. More on that in other videos on my page about the new moon in Leo. For now though, let's focus on the sun signs, right? So if you're experiencing the change and you're knowing that you're going through these other transitions, right now is a good time to center. Right now is a great time to center. Once we get into September, the end of August and then into September, we are going into our eclipse season where we are going to be experiencing a lot of shifts and changes. We have the North Node in Pisces, which is all about transition. So a lot of transition to come up. We also have Saturn and Neptune retrograding back into Pisces into transition. Okay, lots of changes in position, lots of things that are rearranging. It's gonna feel strange. Okay, you can expect to kind of not be the same person by the time that we get to the next Leo season in 2026. And then also by the time that we get into 2026 in August, we're gonna be with the Leo South Node with the lunar eclipse, with the lunar nodes, the lunar and the solar eclipses, but with the lunar nodes. So this Leo season is a great time to just set into the changes that have already happened, get used to who you are, start loving who you are now, and really look at the future and kind of get directionally if you want to. That's how I practice. I like to look at directions when I know that there's transitions coming up. Directionally, how am I going to get there? What is this new me going to experience? What are my goals? What's the trajectory? How can I do it and how can it be bright? How can I be that star that I know that I am in my life? And how can I do it in a way that is kind to myself and gentle to others? I really love Leo. I really love Leo. Also, this month is going to be really illuminating on the truth. It's going to be super, super illuminating on the truth about who you are, the truth about who you are with the people that you're around, the truth about who you are with what you've done, the truth that maybe you haven't even told yourself yet that you've been holding on to. Now it's just time for you to know. It could also be the truth that now spirit needs you to know. Truth, truth, truth. The truth will be written directly, okay? It's also going to be written in between the lines. So read both of them because they're both going to be important. Just let yourself enjoy this season. This is also a really big season of preparation. Again, eclipse season is coming up. Lots of big changes there. Once we get into the end of this year, we're still going to be focused on those big changes, and we're not going to really get to a setting point until we get into early 2026. So we can expect to be within the transitions and the changes for a while. And right now, we don't really have to move like that. So it is a season of preparation because we are about to go through other transitions. It's also a season of celebration. We've come a long way. You've come pretty far. Look at who you are. Celebrate it. Have some joy in your life. Remember that joy is a form of resistance, okay? When it is done in truth and authenticity. When it is done in real love and harmony and union. Gratitude, reverence, and love to you, the goddess and the highest spirit. That's the truth. And gratitude, reverence, and love to the indigenous spirits of the land where I sit, talk, walk, and stand, and where you are receiving these messages now. That is also true. And gratitude, reverence, and love to you for the work that you do, for who you are, for what you've gone through to become who you are, for doing everything that Spirit's asking you to do, for resting, for recovering, for healing, for uncovering, for discovering. There's a lot of words, okay? So just good job. You're doing good. This is a season of, I am doing good. Let me get reoriented with the goodness. Let me get reoriented with the joy. So keep up the brew that you do. And I will too. And you know what else? I'll talk to you soon. Also true.